Basketball is a game of skill, strategy, and athleticism, but it is also a game of heart and toughness. Over the decades, we've seen a wide range of players who have defined what it means to be tough on the basketball court. Whether it's the mental fortitude to play through pain or the physicality to battle through opponents, some players have set themselves apart in the annals of NBA history for their incredible resilience and competitive spirit. Today, we're going to take a look at 10 of the toughest players in NBA history, examining their skills, mentality, and moments that made them legends in the eyes of fans and players alike. 1. Michael Jordan, the ultimate competitor. No discussion of toughness in the NBA would be complete without mentioning Michael Jordan. Widely regarded as the greatest basketball player of all time, Jordan's reputation for being tough was built not only on his physical attributes, but on his unrelenting mental drive. Jordan was known for his fierce competitiveness. His ability to elevate his game when the stakes were highest was unmatched. Whether it was sinking clutch shots, playing through injuries, or dominating opponents with his relentless defense, Jordan was always in the hunt for victory. One of the most iconic examples of Jordan's toughness came during the 1997 NBA Finals, in what became known as the flu game. Despite battling a severe illness, Jordan put up 38 points, leading the Chicago Bulls to a crucial Game 5 victory. This game epitomized his will to win, and it remains one of the most memorable moments in NBA history. Jordan's mental toughness was a major factor in his 6 NBA championships. His ability to rise to the occasion, even in the most difficult circumstances, made him a transcendent player who influenced generations of players who sought to match his level of competitiveness and toughness. 2. Kobe Bryant, the Mamba mentality. Kobe Bryant, one of the most beloved and respected players in NBA history, embodied toughness both on and off the court. His Mamba mentality was not just a slogan, but a way of life. Kobe's relentless work ethic, willingness to play through injuries, and unyielding desire to win made him a symbol of toughness in the NBA. Perhaps one of the most defining moments of Kobe's toughness came in the 2013 season when he tore his Achilles tendon, yet stayed on the court to take 2 free throws, sinking both despite the excruciating pain. It wasn't just his physical toughness that made him formidable, it was his mental toughness as well. Bryant's ability to perform in high-pressure situations, often with the game on the line, was legendary. Whether it was scoring 81 points in a single game or battling through physical setbacks to secure championships, Kobe's toughness was a driving force throughout his career. Bryant's reputation for competitiveness was further amplified by his habit of challenging himself to be the best at everything, from his work ethic in the gym to his constant pursuit of new skills. Even as he aged, Kobe refused to let up, and his final season in 2016, in which he scored 60 points in his farewell game, was a testament to his toughness and determination. 3. Bill Laimbeer, the enforcer of the bad boys. Bill Laimbeer was one of the most physically intimidating players of his era. As a central figure in the Detroit Pistons bad boys team of the late 1980s, Laimbeer was known for his hard fouls, trash talk, and the sheer physicality he brought to the court. He didn't just play basketball. He played a psychological game designed to wear down his opponents, and it worked. Laimbeer's reputation for toughness was built on his ability to play aggressively, mix it up in the paint, and get under the skin of his opponents. He wasn't afraid to fight for rebounds, take hard fouls, or even instigate altercations with opposing players. His no-nonsense approach made him a key cog in the Pistons' back-to-back championships in 1989 and 1990. Off the court, Laimbeer had a reputation for being a bit of a villain, but on the court, his toughness and tenacity made him a critical part of the Pistons' identity. His physicality helped set the tone for the Pistons' championship run and contributed to their legacy as one of the most feared teams in NBA history. 4. Dennis Rodman, the ultimate rebounder and defender. Dennis Rodman was a player unlike any other in NBA history. Known primarily for his rebounding prowess, Rodman was a disruptive force on the court, using his toughness and relentless energy to dominate the glass. Standing at 6 feet 7 inches, Rodman wasn't the tallest player on the floor, but his tenacity and determination made him one of the greatest rebounders in NBA history. Rodman's defensive toughness was equally impressive. He was capable of guarding multiple positions, and his ability to frustrate opposing players was unmatched. While he was certainly not a conventional scorer, Rodman's toughness on the defensive end, combined with his eccentric personality off the court, made him one of the most interesting and toughest players to ever lace up a pair of sneakers. Rodman's career was filled with countless highlights of toughness, including his incredible performances in the NBA Finals, where he helped the Chicago Bulls secure 3 championships in the 1990s. His ability to put his body on the line for his team, diving for loose balls, grabbing key rebounds, and playing tough defense made him a pivotal piece in the Bulls dynasty. Rodman's toughness wasn't just physical, it was mental as well, as he embraced his role as the ultimate team player, always willing to sacrifice his own glory for the success of the team. 5. Kevin Garnett, intensity personified. Kevin Garnett was one of the most intense and passionate players in NBA history. Known for his fiery competitiveness and vocal leadership, Garnett played every game as though it was his last. His relentless energy on the court was contagious, and his toughness helped fuel some of the most successful teams of his era. Garnett's toughness came from his ability to bring an edge to the game. Whether it was his ferocious defense, his ability to score when needed, or his willingness to mix it up physically, Garnett played with a chip on his shoulder. His vocal presence on the court was also a key component of his leadership. He was known for his ability to motivate his teammates, pump them up in tough moments, and challenge them to be their best. Garnett's toughness helped the Boston Celtics secure an NBA championship in 2008, where his defense and emotional leadership played a critical role in the team's success. 6. Larry Bird, toughness in every aspect. Larry Bird's toughness wasn't just about his physical play, it was also about his mentality. Bird was known for being one of the most mentally tough players to ever play the game, and his approach to the game was as methodical as it was competitive. Bird's battles with players like Magic Johnson, Isaiah Thomas, and other fierce competitors in the 1980s defined an era of basketball that was as much about toughness as it was about skill. Bird was known to take charges, battle for every rebound, and do whatever it took to win. He didn't shy away from the physicality of the game, and his gritty style of play earned him the respect of his peers. He was also known for his mental toughness, his ability to stay calm under pressure and deliver when his team needed him the most. 7. Charles Oakley, the ultimate enforcer. Charles Oakley was a player you didn't want to mess with. As a physical enforcer for the Chicago Bulls, New York Knicks, and several other teams during his career, Oakley was known for his no-nonsense approach to the game. Oakley wasn't about scoring. He was about making sure his teammates were protected and that the game was played with an edge. Oakley's toughness was defined by his physical play in the paint. He wasn't afraid to mix it up with larger players, and he often took on the role of a protector for his teammates. His ability to deliver hard fouls and his willingness to get into altercations with opposing players made him one of the most feared enforcers of his time. 8. Ron Artest, Meta World Peace, fearless and unapologetic. Ron Artest, later known as Meta World Peace, was one of the most physical and controversial players in NBA history. Known for his fierce defense, physicality, and willingness to mix it up, Artest's toughness often crossed over into volatility. However, when he was focused, Artest's skills were undeniable. His defense and ability to guard the opposing team's best players was remarkable. Artest's reputation for toughness was highlighted by his involvement in one of the most infamous brawls in NBA history, the Malice at the Palace in 2004, where he charged into the stands after being hit by a fan. While his actions were widely criticized, Artest's toughness and fearlessness were never in question. Later in his career, Artest channeled his toughness into more positive contributions, and he was a key part of the Los Angeles Lakers' 2010 championship run. His defense on players like Ray Allen and his ability to hit key shots in the finals showed that Artest's toughness could lead to on-court success as well as controversy. 9. Isiah Thomas. Small in stature, big in heart. Isiah Thomas was one of the toughest players ever to step onto an NBA court, despite being undersized by professional basketball standards. Standing at just 6 feet tall, Thomas was known for playing with an enormous chip on his shoulder, using his heart and determination to overcome physical limitations. Thomas's toughness was showcased in numerous playoff battles. He played through significant injuries, including a hip issue that later hampered his career, and still put up remarkable performances for the Detroit Pistons. His play during the 1988 playoffs, particularly when he put up 25 points in the final quarter of Game 6 of the finals, despite a severe ankle injury, exemplified his resolve and heart. Isiah Thomas was a player who never let his size define his game. His mental toughness and ability to perform under extreme pressure helped him earn a spot in NBA history as one of the most fearless players of his era. 10. Alonzo Mourning. Resilient and relentless. Alonzo Mourning was known for his defensive prowess, particularly his ability to block shots and dominate the paint. His toughness, however, went beyond his ability to protect the rim. It was also about his resilience. Mourning battled through multiple kidney problems that would have sidelined most players for good, but he refused to let his health challenges end his career. He played through pain and never backed down from a challenge. Mourning's tough mentality and commitment to defense helped the Miami Heat win an NBA championship in 2006. His shot blocking and physical presence were crucial in Miami's run to the title, and his ability to stay mentally focused despite personal and physical setbacks made him one of the toughest players of his generation. Conclusion: the NBA has seen its fair share of tough players, and each of these 10 athletes brought something unique to the table. From Michael Jordan's unmatched competitive spirit to the physical dominance of players like Bill Laimbeer and Dennis Rodman, the toughness displayed by these players has left an indelible mark on the league's history. Whether it was mental toughness, physical resilience, or a combination of both, these legends epitomize what it means to be truly tough in the NBA. Who do you think is the toughest player in NBA history? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more basketball content.